Hello and welcome to HDpiano. My name is Devin, and in this lesson, I'll be showing you guys how to play Crazy by Patsy Cline. Sounds like this: 3, 4. And I'll stop there. That's the second half of the verse. And in this video, we're going to focus on learning that intro, and then we're actually going to just learn the left hand that I just played for you for the verse, because this is called a stride style. It's like a very slow stride, and the more you can practice your left hand independently, the better off you'll be for the rest of the piece. So intro and left hand verse in this video, and the rest of the song over at HDpiano.com. Let's dive in. We're in the key of B flat major. So that means we're going to see two flats quite often, B flat and E flat. Not always, but most of the time. So our first chord is B flat major, home bass, and we quote the melody in the right hand. I'm just going to give you the shell real quick. C sharp, D, F, right? I'm crazy. And then we do a really cool chromatic walk up from D and B flat, or B flat in the left and D in the right. And then each note just moves up chromatically, meaning to the next available note, until we land on E flat and G. Now this actually happens up the octave. Love that. So, see if you can do that with me. We play the melody starting with a C sharp and then hit together. And then 3 and 4 and 1 and. So that's the rhythm. It's triplet based. But we wait till the second triplet of beat 3. 3 and 4 and 1. And that gets us to the top of the next measure. All right, so the next step would be to add in that left hand part there, which is coming up for a second inversion B flat triad. F, B flat, and D. 1, 2, 3, up to E flat. That's a pretty quick jump. Right, so the left hand by itself is B flat, chord, chord, B flat, walking up. That would be something to practice on, all by itself. Whoops. 2, 3, and 4, and 1, until it's not too difficult for your left hand to make that jump. But luckily your right hand is staying in position. I'm starting that run with my second finger, and then landing here. Now we do something similar here in the left. We start the stride, but we play the root, and then a second inversion triad. So this is E flat, so we play E flat, followed by B flat, E flat, and G. And then we alternate with the fifth, a B flat in this case, and play the same chord. We're going to see this formula all throughout this piece. Root, chord, fifth, chord. That's basically the formula for stride piano. And then in the next two measures, we do a really nice walk down from E flat to D minor to C minor, and then we come down to F and play an F7 chord. So that's E flat with B flat, E flat, G, like we already know. And then we actually just take every note down a step in the B flat major scale. So from here to here, that gives us A, D, and F, D minor, C minor, G, C, and E flat, and then down to F with E flat, A, and C. And then that gives us that tension that resolves into the 1 for the verse. So starting with the right hand and then just the left. The left hand stays, starts to walk down, and jumps down to F, and we're at the verse. All right, one more time, even slower, in case you're still catching up. 3, 4, 2, 3, and a 4, and a 1. Just the left. And notice that I'm moving early, right? So I'm in position for each next chord or bass note before I play it. I'm not doing this. It's even hard for me to do. Like, I'm not staying on E flat and then jumping up and getting the chord and then jumping down, right? Because that increases the chances that I'll hit a wrong note. So I hit the note, use the pedal, and then get my hand in position, play the next note, move down, same thing, right? So I'm always ahead of the curve, ready to hit that next note. And that's a great habit to be building as we move into this piece where we're going to see a lot of jumping around in the left hand. So what happens in the rest of the right hand? We quote the melody a little more. And we start it with this nice little arpeggio from B flat, C, E flat, and G up to B flat. It's like an E flat 6 chord. B flat, C, E flat, G. Notice I'm starting on my second finger and landing on my pinky. And that's a 16th note run, so 2, 3, 4, E, and a 1, and a 2, 3, or rather 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And we're at the melody. So, similar logic here as to what's going on in the left hand. Right? We play an E flat triad, a D minor triad, a C minor triad, right? Just walking down the scale, just like the left. And the rhythm is triplet 3 and 4 and triplet, triplet melody. So the only thing left to add are the little grace notes. Triplet, grace up, double slide into A there, and then another little grace note from F to G for our C minor triad, and then C to D and F, and then again with a double. Right, so the first is a single, C to D, and then C, C sharp, D. So all together, and then we come down to C and E flat, and jump down the octave for the melody. One more time. And we're at the top of the verse. All right, so whole intro, both hands all the way through, and then I'll carry on with the left. Oops, up here. 3, 4. All right, so what happens in the verse? Well, we start with the melody, or crazy, and we're gonna ignore the right hand for the rest here and just look at the left. We play root, chord, and then we play B flat and A flat. Take that down the black keys, right, to A flat and G flat, and then down a half step to G and F. Now, I will show you the right hand here because it just makes it sound a lot better. D, C, and B. So that's B flat 7, A flat 7 to G7. So root, chord, B flat 7, A flat 7, G7, chord. And that's F, B, and D. And then the next two beats, we play B and G, and then D and B. And then we land on a C. I'll show you the next two measures because they're pretty formulaic. Root, chord, 5th, same chord, root, same chord, root, 5th, right? We got roots, we got 5ths, and we have a chord. So the root is C for C minor, and the chord is the 5th and the 3rd, G and E flat, the minor 3rd. 1, 2, down to G, same chord, back to C, same chord, and then octaves on C, G, and F. right, so the first 4 measures of the verse look like this. 3, 4. Root and 7th, root and 7th, root and 7th. B and G, D and B, C, minor, over G, same chord, back to C, same chord, C's, G's, and F's. Now we have an F7 chord, so we're going to play our root, and our left hand is going to play the 3rd and 7th, or 7th and 3rd. Creates that nice tritone, very jazzy sound. That's E flat and A. So F chord to the 5th, which is C chord, back to F chord, back to C chord. So those 2 measures are just a loop of 1 measure, basically. And then our final 2 measures. Which look like that. B flat, chord, B flat, B. Same chord, but changing B's to B flats to B naturals. B natural to C, and then F down the octave. Once again, B flat chord, B flat, B natural, F, B natural, D, B, C, and then C minor, second inversion, G, C, and E flat, and F down the octave. And then the next 8 measures are going to more or less repeat what we just checked out. A couple little variations in there. But we'll get to that in the next video. The main thing I want to plug is if you're a little confused about inversions and stuff like that, there's a lot of inversions and, like that type of just like basic harmonic nuggets that I'm going to be dropping as we go. And if you want to hip yourself to some of that language, you can check out Key Signature Essentials. It's a free resource at hdpiano.com/KSE, and it'll help you figure out all those inversions that I'm talking about. But anyways, great work so far. All right, great job making it this far. If you're already at hdpiano.com, go ahead and click on part 2 to continue learning. And if you're not, head on over and you can get started learning the rest of this song. In the meantime, please send us your song ideas at requests.hdpiano.com. Follow us on social media so you can stay in the know about our upcoming lessons. And if you're on YouTube, drop us a comment below, like, subscribe. We love hearing from you guys. My name's Devin with hdpiano.com. We'll see you soon.